Positivity rates of COVID-19 dropping. Florida entering phase 2 this morning, and according to Governor DeSantis, that does include South Florida.
Which paves the way for Monroe County students. They get back into the classroom today. Local 10's Christina Vasquez is live in Key Largo this morning, where she just took a tour of Key Largo's school with the principal.
This is a historic moment. It was absolutely our pleasure to be here when, for the first time since schools closed in March, these school doors here in Monroe County opened wide to welcome in K through 5. They are back full-time to on-site instruction starting today. Grades 6 through 12, they're going to be hybrid. Let's take a look at some video so you get a sense of what the new normal of an old normal looks like. So essentially the kids getting off the school buses, greeted by smiling eyes through face masks, and of course the hand sanitizer. The principal took a lot of time with us to explain a lot of the protocols that have gone into place to make this happen. That's limiting class sizes, right? So you can have the 6 foot apart social distancing of classroom desks. It also includes a deep cleaning. She says it's going to happen every evening at the school with a custodial crew that were actually trained by OSHA on how to sanitize with COVID-19 in mind. And something that was really interesting to hear is the way they view classrooms. So essentially the classrooms with that limited class sizes now are what they call cohorts. And so that cohort of students will be with each other all day long. Let's listen in a little bit on the principal explain how that impacts things like PE, music, art, and then you're going to hear from a teacher. Let's take a listen together.
When the kids come for recess, we have 4 or 5 classes per grade level, and they spread out 1 per area so that the kids are not mixed, that they stay in a cohort all day long with the same group of kids and the same teacher.
Prior to what we're doing now, I probably would have been really nervous, but knowing what my administration's doing, what our district is doing, I feel safe coming back. And I'm just going to keep my distance, keep my mask on, make sure my kids are washing their hands and disinfecting the classroom.
And some helpful advice I picked up on the tour that for parents, teachers, anyone listening that you have little ones, another thing we heard them instruct the kids is either zombie arms, if they're behind another kid, whoa, zombie arms, or airplane arms, reminding the children to stay 6 feet apart from each other. Now, again, grades through 6 through 12 are a hybrid model. They call it the A-B schedule, so essentially they're on-site and then virtual. It's K through 5 that they said was so important to bring them on to on-site instruction, and really for a couple different reasons. One, they said with early elementary, it's hard to engage with them on an online platform all day, and they were finding they started the academic school year with distance learning. It was just hard for the younger ones to really manipulate the computer, really even basic things like the mouse or find a platform. But also one thing the principal said that I think was really interesting is how Monroe County's economy is underpinned by tourism, hospitality and travel, and therefore majority of their parents were essential workers working on the front lines of the hospitality industry that quite frankly could not stay home with the little ones. Whereas if you're 6 through 12 and you're a little older, parents are a little more comfortable with leaving them at home. So that's why K through 5 is on site. One last notation, which is very interesting. The next 2 weeks are what they call a blended model. So for parents, they get 2 weeks to make a final decision of what they want to do. So they're going to either, in September 29th, parents get to decide whether they want to either keep with on-site instruction, or maybe in 2 weeks there are some parents that say, you know what, I still want to keep my kid on virtual distance learning, then that's okay too. So 2 weeks for parents with K through 5 to make that final decision. But a big day here in Monroe County. I spoke to some parents excited and expressing relief. You will hear from them coming up on Local 10 News at noon. For now, reporting live for you, I'm Christina Vasquez, Local 10 News.